Hello again, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio, and I am going to do something I for sure have not done exactly before, but I'm going to start by doing something I have done before. I'm going to use a container. I've got some wintergreen that I want my container back, although it's not usually all that easy to clean out these bottles. And I'm going to take my shovel when I scoop the colors out and I'm going to dribble them across the canvas. I'd kind of like all of that out of there. What are my chances? This is some Fandango. Those are both Prizm pores. I might get back to that. Here's some Forbidden Ruin, a Prizm pore. Not so sure about that. I want a little black iris. If I can get it to come down. I don't often put in the African violet, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to put a little bit of everything in this, I think, including some Midnight Shadow. I'm going to get rid of this because I've had enough. I'm going to be sacrilegious, put a little saffron in. I've got some interference gold, which I'm not positive about, but it can't hurt, and it will add some liquidity to the mixture. It's my theory. In any case, this is quinacridone nickel azo gold from Golden. Which I haven't done this with before. And I am going to use a little bit of my Wintergreen Royal Sapphire and Midnight Shadow mix that I'm still trying to get rid of. I'm going to just take the top right off of that rather than messing around. I may put a little bit of Chantilly lace in, but I'm thinking gold. And although I hadn't used it before today, this is the Midas, excuse me. It's not Midas, it's Mayan. Yeah, it's been a couple days. I'm going to throw a little Mystique in there. That was a Prizm pore. This is a primary element. I am going to use a little bit of Royal Sapphire. I have a little bit more Wintergreen, which I actually like more than I thought I was going to. A little more Fandango. This is Borealis, which I am assuming has some interference qualities to it. I am going to be sacrilegious and put some Tempting Tulip. Yep, definitely wanted that. Maybe more than I should have. Let's get these out of here. I want something else. What is it? I think it's going to be some Rhapsody Rose. And I want to use that in my sky. I've got some green tea, which is a primary element. You definitely don't need all these colors. You could do this with a couple colors in black and white, no problem. This is Seaglass. It's a primary element, I believe. Might as well go for broke. Put some bitter. Oh, I've got 2 paint caps on that. Bitter lime, primary element. Liking the colors I'm seeing. Should be very interesting. I hope so. I'm going to skip the Sassy Sprite for now. I'll put this. Oh, you know what? I've got one more color. I've got sour lemon with a little bit of orange in there. And again, I like my paint dish. I have to reorganize all my bottles. Hopefully, oh, really? Well, I found where the African violet went. So, I'm going to put some saffron, am I? I guess I'm not. So moving on to the Orange Crush. And maybe a little poinsettia. And back to the Tempting Tulip. My window is open, so things are floating in on the breeze. And I'm going to indulge in a tiny little bit of Big Apple, if I can. Not sure how any of that's going to go, and the second stage will tell a tale of something different. Wow, I thought I used enough. Well, that'll be a good start. So let's use some Rhapsody Rose. Some Indigo Violet, which I think I'm just going to put everything else I put in there on top of. Indigo Violet is a Prizm pour. Plum Blossom is a primary element. I'm going to put a little more Rhapsody Rose on either side of this, because that is what I like the best. But I think I'm fairly well done with it. This is Midnight Shadow, which I'm going to use some Vivid Intense Ultramarine Blue with. As long as I unscrew the top well enough. I've got some Indigo Violet again, and I'm thinking that I should use some Interference Violet because I can. I'm hoping all of that will add up to enough paint. I've got some marooned. I haven't used it yet, but I might. I'm just going to dab in the edge and put some of that right over the side. I'm going to find my tweezers, because I saw that, and that, and that. I'm going to knock that paint off over here. Use some of it on the edge. Go down the top. Continue to pull things out. Well, it's the Oxo Omelette Turning Flip and Fold Spatula that helps you do that. And you must know that it is on my Amazon link. Now I'm going to take my extra paint and instead of trying too hard to swipe something into place with a spatula, I'm just going to rub it into place with my finger. Now I have no need to worry about anything in this bottom half. I can just wipe off my spatula and get on with what I have in mind. And we'll see how much of this paint color I can use. I'm going to go little bits at a time. I like the paint pan so much it would sort of behoove me to just use the colors and lay down some stripes and call it good. I'm going to make the most random shapes and dribbles possible. Oh, my Glad Press and Seal liner is coming up, unfortunately. Fortunately, there is enough paint in here so that I think the weight of it will hold it down. I can hope so. Now, we're going to use Australian Floetrol. The last time I did one of these, I used American Floetrol, and it worked pretty well. I wish I could, I gotta write those colors down and use them again sometime. I think I have just about enough paint, and if I don't have enough paint, I've got more paint left in my container. So I'm going to grab a Prizm Art Tool Catalyst spatula and take the rest of the paint right out of my shovel. Throw my shovel and that spatula into the bucket. Put a cover on my paint container. Bring my swipe cards over. Shake my Aussie Floetrol. Put some of it out. Last time I did this I started with a larger card, so I guess for good luck I'm just going to start with a larger card. I might even go down from the bottom. And scrape off. Move on, I've got a couple other cards too. I see a few cells. Kind of like the black showing through. It's definitely going to be surreal. Good to wipe off the paint. I don't know what else to do with it. Wipe it off on the edge of the canvas. I'm getting some pretty cells over here, but I'm kind of wondering if maybe I would be better off with some black cell activator, being the chicken that I am. Change my cards. I'm going back to the original one. I'm going the long way. I'm making a mess. I'm going to grab a spatula. The good thing is if I have time afterwards, I can go back again. I'm just going to use a spatula. When the timer goes off, I'll have 2 minutes left, so I'm really thinking I might want to just do what I said I was going to contemplate doing and use some black cell activator, maybe even black and white, because I'm not thrilled with this. I can't even believe the American Floetrol would work better, but I'm thinking maybe it does. So, get out the white, get out the black, and I've actually got some Amsterdam white cell activator that I mixed heavy, and I liked how it worked. So I'm going to use the black first, the white after, and hope I'm not sorry. That looked like a animal hair in there. Well, I don't know what I'm going to make of it, but I suspect I'm not going to make it this time. There's really no time left for trees or anything. I'm going to wipe across the bottom. This is not the good time to have something be blocking my tip. And it seems to want to be that way. Alright, I've got 2 minutes. And then we're going to be gone. And there's nothing I can do about that. I should have had a backup. Huh, I might have got it. I might have not. Alright, so I'm a mess. I can turn that around for you to see, but I'm not sure it's going to look much like this if I have my way about it. Because you're going to be gone in a second. I need a scrape dish, and I should have grabbed one of those to begin with. Well, if there's a part 2, look for it underneath the video. Someday my longer recording camera will come and I won't have to go after 20 minutes. I like how the white looks. I think I want more of that. And like I said, I made it an extra heavy. I still have some black. That's good. Well, I like my sky. Count your blessing where you can. And I might like my land after a while. Not sure yet. Not sure it's happening yet. So you guys take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. You could give me a thumbs up for effort.